gentlemen, let's do it. It's another Friday night, and this is the Gauntlet. I am the landlord of the Sniper's Nest, Denzel Snipes. To my right, the architect of JTPOV. Don't get it tattooed on your ass or anything. This is
Too late.
This James Tatum right below him, the king of Detroit himself, not named Eminem, Detroit Dom, aka Murder City Christmas, and to the left is your boy, the greatest banker the world has ever known. Your money is safe in his hands, JJ, the Ravens guy himself, Jenkins. Before we get started, just want to remind everyone to follow us on all of our great socials. We are on Facebook, X. We also are on TikTok with the 2-for-1 special. And we are, of course, on YouTube. Some of you have watched us on YouTube right now. So hit the like and subscribe button for all notifications and new episodes, of course. So, all right. And so before we get it started, what have you been doing tonight? Dom, I know you was mad about something backstage, weren't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm always some degree of mad. Like if it's a 1 to 10, I'm always at a 6 or more. I'm mad about my football team because we got to win out just to make the goddamn playoffs. But we'll get to that later, maybe, or next week.
Possible. James, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Happy to be here tonight and talk about whatever topics we got for the NFL and everything. So let's get it in. Let's get it started.
All right. And then, and JJ disappeared. Oh, there he is. Hey, JJ, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm doing well.
JJ, weird angle Jenkins.
All right, yeah.
Always a weird angle.
All right. Well, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with your favorite and mine, a home staple for the 5 seasons you've been with us thus far, and that is the Sports Moron of the Week. The most egregious actions and takes from the sports world. Let's go around the panel. JT, you got a Sports Moron for us?
I do. My Sports Moron of the Week is Joel Klatt because which, by the way, he also apologized later, so take that with a grain of salt. I think it's a bullshit apology, but he said that the March Madness is the worst tournament in sports because basically it has a lot of one-and-done nature, and the best teams do not always.
Oh, I heard about this.
So that, I'm sorry, but that is garbage. And I'm not really obsessed with March Madness like everybody is, but to say if that's your argument, that's completely dumb. Because seeing some of these small teams go into the tournament and knock out the bigger schools, that stuff is exciting, man. People love to see that. People love to see the underdogs doing some damage and getting into the Elite Eight and the Final Four and everything. So to make this statement that that's your argument because the best team doesn't always win is why the tournament sucks, that's garbage. That's a garbage take. It's stupid. It's idiotic. And I got no place for that.
So this douchebag just wants to live in a world where George Mason and Florida Gulf Coast and FAU just don't exist. Why even have a tournament?
It sounds like
or just have a tournament of four teams.
Mm-hmm.
Make the whole bracket and then say fuck everyone to
why are you crying that
and just have the 4 number ones play a 4-team tournament?
That's all I got to say. If you guys got any, that's all I got to say. If you guys got any thoughts or opinions on that, let me know.
I heard about that earlier this week, and I was fucking fuming when I heard that. Because then why even have a tournament?
Hold on. I want to see if JJ has a take on this because I know that he's a really big college basketball fan.
I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of echo pretty much everything you guys say because at the end of the day, of course, the best team doesn't always win. That's why you have a tournament because you are the best team, you would win the tournament. And we have seen it before because I think of the Tyler Hansborough tie loss in North Carolina where they were the best team that ran through, but it doesn't always happen like that. I don't really think – I love March Madness. I agree with everything you guys said. You know, at the end of the day, I just think –
It's called March Madness.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, and it's just – I don't know.
It just seems like if it was up to him, it would be Duke or North Carolina every single year, and it's like Duke, North Carolina, maybe Kansas, and everybody else. You know, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, my bad. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, the best team that always winning that's what makes it. You know, March Madness. That's what makes the whole ordeal. You know, that kind of reminds you of that, you know, really, really, really old guy you come across. It's like, oh, yeah, I played in the Final Four back when there were only 4 colleges. That's him. You know, so, Mama Sweet is dumb, man. Oh, go ahead, man.
It's such a shitty tournament that, you know, the most financially successful branch of college athletics, college football, has expanded their tournament now to 12, so you get a 5-12. It's James Madison and Oregon this weekend, right?
Yep, and then before
I don't see it happening, but there is potential for a 12-5 upset special. But anyways, I'm going to breeze through this because I'm very, very angry with... I typically don't like to call out random douchebag Twitter users, but this shit was so fucking egregious, I had to say something. I think they have a Facebook page, but their Twitter handle is @TheBearsTakeover. And this asshole, and I quote, "Ever consider Chicago's never had a 4,000-yard passer because part of their games are played in weather you simply can't throw in?" Like, dude, are you fucking... Now, the only thing worse than Marty Morningweg taking the win in overtime is blaming the win, which is, I'm assuming this is what he's blaming, for them never having a 4,000-yard passer. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is Chicago the only team that plays outside in cold weather? No, I don't think they are. Hasn't stopped Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati, both teams that play in New Jersey. That's 6 right there, and probably
Philadelphia.
3 more.
Eagles.
Philadelphia.
Baltimore.
Patriots.
Baltimore.
So that's 8. That's 8. Baltimore, 9. So we're at 9, maybe 10 teams. Green Bay, okay. So that's 10. That's 10 teams right there. They've all had a 4,000-yard passer. But if they didn't, would they be like, oh, we can't do it because we can't throw in the wind? No, fuck that. And I think, I don't know what his numbers are. They've got 3 games left. I think Caleb Williams is finally going to get to that 4,000-yard plateau. But that shit just made me, like, I read it, and I literally threw my phone. I have a good phone case. I read it, and I threw it against the wall.
Hey, Dom, I got one more. Hey, I got one more.
Real quick. My other, and maybe worse, because this is, I mean, it's a direct quote. I heard it on the radio live, because every Wednesday on the Sports Talk radio show here, the midday show, they talk with Jared Goff for like 10 minutes. And they asked him, it's a constant thing because Jared Goff doesn't like it when fans are critical of him. So they asked him, does he need to reinstill faith in the fan base? And he said, I don't have to reinstill faith in anyone. It pisses me off. Well, what pisses us off, Jared, is that you haven't won back-to-back games in 3 months, and that was against those 2 bullshit teams that play in the state of Ohio. Yes, you do have to reinstill faith. You're supposed to be a perennial contender. You started the season in the top 3 or 4 as Super Bowl favorites. You were picked to win the division. Now, you can't win the division. You got to win out just to make the playoffs, and you still might need some help. So, yeah, you do need to reinstill faith. You need to go win back-to-back games because you haven't done that.
Why is it all on him, though?
It's not all on him. It's just the way that he said it. Talking about he doesn't have to reinstill faith. Yeah, you do. When your team is underachieving and you haven't won back-to-back games since before the season changed, yeah, you got to go out there and win back-to-back games. You're the quarterback. You're making $50 million a year. You got to put this team on your back. The defense isn't going to do it. Yeah, the O-line's not as good as it was, and there's rampant injuries, but you've got to be the guy. Don't talk to me about, it pisses me off. Well, you know what, Jared? A lot of people are kind of pissed off at you because you don't really win against good teams. You don't win that often when you're outdoors. And as much as I love Jared Goff, I love Jared Goff. That's my quarterback. You gotta do something, and you gotta do it now. You need to overcome adversity. Things aren't always going to be perfect. You aren't always going to have a clean pocket. You aren't always going to have 170 rushing yards combined from your running backs. You're not always going to have a full complement of weapons. You got to go out there and level up. But yeah, that's my takes. Sorry, sorry for scouting.
I actually had one more add to the teams that play in cold weather list for you, Dom. It's easy to forget this place gets cold because of the Philadelphias and the Baltimores and the Green Bays and all them, and that's Kansas City. Mahomes went for 5,000. So yeah, that's another reason why that was a bullshit thing.
What about New York? Did you say New York?
Oh yeah, I did. Buffalo and both New Jersey teams. That got us to 10. KC gets us to 11.
Yeah,
so 11 other teams have done it.
Yeah.
But they can't because of the wind.
Are we missing any?
I mean, Seattle.
Yeah.
Denver. That's not saying don't.
Seattle had a 4,000-yard pass, I believe, with Matt.
Every team in the NFL's had a 4,000-yard pass.
Russell Wilson never did it.
Huh?
I think he did too.
Wilson?
Yeah.
4,000. Yeah, Wilson did 4,000.
Every team in the NFL has a 4,000-yard passer except for Chicago. Everyone.
Chicago, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Including the expansion teams.
Browns?
Yeah.
Fuck, Bernie Kosar, I think, had 4,000 yards
earlier?
passing like 100 years ago.
No, you said both teams from Ohio. Okay.
And I think Baker Mayfield did it one year.
Yeah, he did too.
Yep, there you go. All right, well, JJ, it's on you, man. You got a sports moron?
No, I don't really have a moron, but I do want to add to Dom's question about his gripe about Jared Goff. Kind of lets me kind of think about something that I've thought about for the last couple of weeks, that I've even had to come to terms with my own quarterback and who he is and where he's trying to go. And I think about guys like that. There's a lot of guys that really are guys that are good in systems, but not the system and make the system. There's only a handful of quarterbacks that actually do that. And to be frank, it's Burrow, Allen, Mahomes, and Rodgers. The ones that they don't have to be put in the system to really be great. What seems to be happening to Jared Goff is the system is a little bit different between offensive coordinator Ben Johnson and to now. And it does look different when you do have somebody that has similar but not the same. And Jared Goff, the reason why that he did get his praise is because they gave it to Sean McVay. So to the point I'm saying is that Jared Goff probably is a system quarterback. My quarterback is probably a system quarterback, but he's showing that he could be more, but he still has a little bit more work to do. Because when you are a quarterback that is that guy, you can make it work with the type of team that Detroit has. It's not as if Detroit's a horrible squad.
We do miss Ben Johnson. And John Morton is fucking awful, and Dan Campbell should not be calling the plays he should because John Morton sucks, but Dan Campbell's not the type of head coach that is cut out to also be the play caller. There's other shit.
He's somebody that I think is not getting enough blame because let's be real. How many times did the Lions go for fourth down and it backfired and the other team scored?
Oh, I know.
And they lost.
I know.
So if we're going to blame Jared Goff, we got to blame Dan
That's
Campbell.
why I'm saying he does not need to be our play caller. He does out of necessity right now, but going forward, he needs to be replaced. He needs to find a replacement that's more competent than John Morton.
Yeah. Well,
hey, what's your sports moron, buddy?
I I didn't have one, but I just kind of bounced off of everybody else's. But I will tell you one more detail, Dom, is the Cleveland Browns have had only one 4,000-yard passer in their history. Brian Sipe in 1980. He went for 4,132 yards. Yep,
that's right.
Wait a second. Before we move to Gauntlet Grinders, this is a possible sports moron because I still haven't found the footage. But if it's true that Nick Wright said that the Super Bowl has an asterisk because the Chiefs didn't make the playoffs, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Sports moron, Nick wrong. And he also made another stupid comment, I think, about Matthew Stafford saying if he loses in the playoffs, then he's not a Hall of Famer. He already won a Super Bowl, and he's one of the top quarterbacks in yards. So how is he not in the Hall of Fame?
Probably going to win the MVP. What a game last night, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and one more add on there, Dom. Brian Sipe threw for 4,132 yards in 1980 and won NFL Most Valuable Player. So they
shit, he won the MVP. Muggy Joe's got a Brian Sipe Browns jersey.
Oh shoot, that's interesting. Okay. Well, all right, so let's move it on to our Gauntlet Grinders. Who got their grind on for week 15? We'll start off with JT, the king of JT POV. Who you got for your Gauntlet Grinders?
Damn! I want to say to the NFC, Brandon Graham, because he was the oldest Eagles player to record 2 sacks in a game. Albeit it was against the Raiders. Shout out to him. He came off retirement and actually has played pretty good. The Eagles' offense has had issues, but the defense has been really good. And Brandon Graham been balling, so I give a shout out to him. I give a major shout out to him. And in the AFC, I don't know, guys. I don't really have one for the AFC.
You don't have one. I've got 2. Here's the layup. How about Trevor Lawrence putting himself in a category by himself with 5 touchdown passes and a rushing touchdown?
Or Travis Etienne.
3 touchdowns.
Etienne, yep.
Yeah, he had like 3 touchdowns.
Oh, Dom, go ahead.
Okay, so AFC, I'll go Trevor Lawrence. I'll leave Bo Nix, I guess, for someone else. AFC, NFC, I'm sorry, I have 2 as well. One being JJ's personal favorite, one Kirk Cousins, 30 of 44, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, toppling division foe Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are on a bit of a slide lately. Pretty big game coming up this week against their... Again, here we are, back to it. I said at the beginning of the year, someone's got to win that garbage division. While those 2 teams battling it out for that division will see each other twice in the next 3 weeks. Other one is Seattle kicker Jason Myers. In a game, that was against the Panthers, wasn't it, last week?
No, the Colts. Old Man Rivers.
The Colts, that's right, the Colts and Old Man Rivers, yeah. In a game where Seattle's offense was clicking on absolutely no cylinders inside the red zone, Jason Myers was responsible for all 18 of Seattle's points. 6 for 6 on field goals, long of 56. All 18 points, Jason Myers in a pretty much needed win. Seattle's the number 1 seed now, aren't they?
They are the number 1 seed. Isn't it weird that they couldn't cross the end zone?
Kenneth Walker.
They couldn't cross the end zone against the Colts, but last night they hung 38 on the Rams. Go figure. Where's JJ seems to have disappeared. Oh, okay, here he is. Hang on. I'm just stage. I don't know if he's. Oh, I think his stuff's not working. Okay, it's okay. I'll go. JJ. Hey, JJ, we're getting the feedback. We'll get the feedback. You have to leave him come back. All right, I'll go while he gets his stuff straight. Man, in the AFC. So the AFC Gauntlet Grinder I have is running back James Cook. 22 carries for 107, 2 receptions for 4 yards, and 3 total touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 receiving, and that come from behind win at New England, 5-31. And then, you know what? Both of mine will be from the AFC. Screw it. The second gauntlet grinder I have is to the entire Baltimore Ravens defense. 2 interceptions, 3 sacks, a pick 6, 0 points allowed, and a shutout win against the Bengals, 24-0. I know that.
Still fucking up, JJ.
Yeah, still messing up. I know that the defense holes in it and it's been depleted and whatnot. And JJ even alluded to, well, in the last couple of weeks on the way back, they've been improving. This is the Ravens defense we've been waiting on all season long. Even if it was against the Bengals, division rivalry, doesn't matter. You got your get back revenge game from an embarrassment on Thanksgiving, you figure, But then you go into their house and shut them out. Wonderful way to keep things rolling. So, JJ's not back yet. Okay, so
I wish the Lions could just play the Bengals and the Browns every week. We'd be undefeated.
Yeah, you would. I mean, Myles Garrett may still get the sack record, but hey, you'd probably be.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Well, where's he at right now, numbers wise? I know he got. It seems like he gets at least 1 sack every week.
There's 1 more. Yeah, it's still feedback.
I don't know.
Your earbuds.
Did you touch your phone or something like that?
No, my phone hasn't moved. I hate
now it's good.
Hey, now it's good, JJ.
You're good now.
Stupid. Because I'm outside.
Maybe you just needed to go outside and commit illegal activities.
Uh-huh.
Hey, commit a little illegal activity. I'm waiting for my. But
Hey,
I
JJ,
have to make it quick because the whole point of it is I have to go inside. It's cold.
They're about to approve an additional 24% tax on recreational marijuana in Michigan, so I might be getting on with the get on again.
Hold on, guys.
Why is there always sirens in Washington? Maybe JJ's name should be Murder City Christmas
Because the
instead of
Commanders'
mine.
defense is criminal.
Boy.
No, but it's kind of. Can you guys hear me with no problem now?
Yeah,
no,
we can
you're
hear
good
you
now.
Sure, I can.
Whatever it was, it's gone. At least for now.
Yeah.
No, it's freaking stupid. It's annoying, but it's whatever.
Okay.
It was like 50 degrees in Detroit yesterday, and this morning when I got up, it was 9.
Oh boy. Okay, now we're
9
good.
degrees.
No, we're not.
We're ready to hear your
got
gauntlet
that?
grinders.
Yeah. All right,
All right,
JJ, your
yes.
gauntlet grinders.
We're okay.
What is the pattern of your shirt? It reminds me of graffiti.
No,
I'm not dissing. I really like it. I'm just trying to see what you got going on there.
it's little flowers. It's little flowers.
I'm done with that.
No, but I will give it to 2 quarterbacks. I'll give it to C.J. Stroud, and I'll give it to Brock Purdy. Now, little do we know, those San Francisco 49ers are 1 game behind the Seattle Seahawks for not only division, but also first place in the NFC. Quietly just still racking up wins. We just keep talking about the Rams, we keep talking about the Eagles, we keep talking about the Seahawks. They're right there. And then here come the Texans. Texans look like they're probably one of the toughest teams that you'll have to play when you go into the postseason. And C.J. Stroud starting to get it going. Keep it up, keeping everything going. They have a chance to really make some noise. And they both grinded this week. Both of them, I think, had 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yes. So those are my grinders.
All right. And so when we're going to take a commercial, and when we return, a suggestion of Dom's, which is actually pretty sweet. We'll have some fun with this one. This is going to be our pass-fail segment for first-year NFL head coaches this season. Stay tuned. We're going to pay a bill or two and come right back to you. And we're back with the Gauntlet. It's me, JT, Murder City Christmas, JJ. The crew is here, and now we are on to our feature topic, and that is pass or fail for first-year head coach in the NFL this season. Now,
Brought to you by Monaco.
Oh, he got the purple one, the cognac joint. Yes, sir.
My boy Dick Pick Kenny just got into him, and he's like, I want to try all the flavors. I was like, be easy about that. Some of them are really good, some are not. But anyways, keep going. Sorry.
Did you just say you? Hold on a second. Did you just say you had a friend named Dick Pick Kenny?
You don't know about Dick Pick Kenny?
No.
Kenny
Who the fuck is? Oh,
Dick Pick Kenny is my boy Kenny that I met while we were both property of Oakland County back in 2010. And long story short, the cops came from what county is Flint in? Ingham County. The Ingham County Police drove 1 hour to my house and arrested him. We won't get into that, but as he's getting arrested, he's like, hey, unlock my phone, call my mom, let her know what's going on. So, once you're in somebody's phone, you're going to get to looking. So I go into the message and boom, Dick Pick. And I'm like, God damn it. So he's just been Dick Pick Kenny ever since. But make it even worse. Like, I never call him that to his face because you're never calling one of your friends Dick Pick. Because, he's not supposed to know that I know. So, last year, me and him went to a Pistons game when Monkey was still at the casino. We're sitting there having a beer, and then here comes Monkey. He's like, so, this is Dick Pick Kenny, huh? And I'm like,
man.
Yeah, that's the legend of Dick Pick Kenny.
Nothing begins a friendship like getting arrested together. Anyway, we'll go on to our first-year head coach. And why not start with Ben Johnson, head coach of the Chicago Bears, previously was the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. Currently sitting on top of the division at 10-4. Chicago's first 10-win season since I think 2018. No, 2018. And they're well, I know they got a crucial one coming up this Saturday. It's funny because I talked to shout out to Jacob Christner, our resident Bears fan. And I was like, man, you know what? I see 10 games on this. I see 10 wins on the schedule, man, for the season. He didn't believe me, and here we are. So let's swing it over to JT. Pass or fail for Ben Johnson. What you got?
Oh, Ben Johnson gets a smashing A+, smashing it all the way. He has completely turned the Bears team completely around from last year. Nobody even gave the Bears a chance of being this good. They're right there, can win the division. Big game this week against Green Bay. So Ben Johnson has taken Caleb Williams and this Bears team, especially offensively, and made them super, super dangerous. So Ben Johnson, A+. He definitely gets the pass.
All right. And swinging on down to Dom. What about you? Pass or fail for Ben Johnson?
Definitely a pass. No way in hell you could fail this man. I've been saying now for 4 or 5 years, I'm ready for Detroit and Chicago to be contending for this division while we watch Green Bay and Minnesota battle it out for the basement. Minnesota firmly in the basement right now. They've got quarterback issues. I blame it on someone that calls himself Nine. That's neither here nor there. Actually, it's right there where it belongs. Worst team in the division, worst quarterback in the division. Are we surprised? I'm not. But yeah, big time pass for Ben Johnson. He's on the verge of changing the culture. He's figuring out how to make it work with Caleb Williams. I still say Caleb Williams will never be the perfect quarterback for Ben Johnson's system because it relies more on quick reads and precision passing, which are not Caleb Williams' strengths, but he's got other strengths like mobility and arm strength. So they're still figuring it out as we speak. And for a first-time head coach, for the quarterback he didn't draft and the quarterback in a new system, his second system in 2 seasons, they're doing very well. And dare I say, kind of proud of the Chicago Bears. hard to say about a division rival, but they're doing well, and I'm pleased with their success.
All right.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up for Ben Johnson.
All right, let's bring it on over to JJ. So, pass or fail for Osama bin Johnson.
So I'm going to just put this out there. Every coach is going to pass with me because you guys know how I feel about first-timers in any type of situation. So to save y'all, I'm more so going to say, what areas do they have to improve? Because everybody passes to me. Every single one of them that we talk about is going to pass for me. In terms of Ben Johnson, I would say, love my boy Dom, but block out the noise of anyone that tries to doubt the guy that you have, because nobody knows if he won't ever turn into that. So to that point, you did a great job with this guy. You didn't look at him like a problem. You looked at it as a solution, like, you know what? I got this guy. I may not have drafted him, but I'm going to make him work. And you made that work. And you made him work. So I will give him a really good job on doing that with a quarterback who needed it at the time.
Okay. All right. And so let's move on. So Dom, and help me out on this one. Are we doing first year with the team or first time ever head coaching? Because I did first year.
I would say first year with the team.
Okay. I did first year with the team, like, just in case. All right, it's cool. So we can move on to Pete Carroll of the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, I mean, they're the Raiders. I mean, you know, they're 2-12. I don't got shit to say, man. I love Pete Carroll, but goddamn. Yeah, go ahead, James, man.
Well, it's hard to fail somebody when you're this trash. So I wouldn't say that Pete failed as a head coach, but he played himself because he thought this was actually a better situation than it was, and that the Raiders were closer to, you know, being like the Broncos or the Chargers that can take Kansas City over, and that was not even close to the case. So I think he just kind of failed himself more than failing the team.
Okay, Dom, what do you got?
I would agree with that. He definitely, like, I don't know if he, like, flipped a coin on taking the job, and, like, you can't blame Pete Carroll. Like, Geno Smith has regressed badly, but some of that I blame. Like, their O-line is not good. You spent that first-round pick on Ashton Genty, and you don't have anyone to block for him.
Defense
like,
is bad.
It's cool when he stands back there like these, like Michael Myers, but chances are he's getting tackled, 3.3 yards or less.
The Raiders are the worst team in the NFL.
I would probably tend to agree. Yes, they're gonna have that top 2, 3, 4, top 5 pick. So, which quarterback that everyone else had projected in the 2nd or 3rd round are they going to take? Because you know how the Raiders roll. But yeah, Pete Carroll, you failed. Like, you don't have a lot to work with, but like Jim said, like you failed yourself by taking this job. Like, I don't understand it. And I've always low key been a Raiders fan, but they've been so bad for so long. And Derek Carr is gone. Amari Cooper is been gone. And fuck. Like, what's Jerry Rice doing? Can we bring him back? He was good as a Raider. He had 1,000 yards there.
Yeah. Somehow I see Ty Simpson from Alabama getting drafted by Las Vegas. But, JJ, go ahead, man.
I think he passed because I think at the end of the day, one thing I do know about Pete Carroll is that he does not run from a struggle. He does not run from he left a problem when it came to what he does wrong with how he allows team players to play. But he embraces. He doesn't have the same talent he did when he first started with Seattle, but he also had a losing season there. But he stayed committed, and he didn't get it. He gets to implement his plan. This year, I think he looked at it as like, yes, this is a tough team, but you know what? It's going to be a grind. I'm excited for this challenge. And so for me, I do think he passed because it was a bad situation. I think Ashanti Genty may have been the questionable pick to a lot of people, but I think he was just looking like, got to start somewhere. I like to run the football.
It's
I
a
like
great
this guy.
pick if you've got a better O-line.
But again, this is all, but that's where I think where our perspectives and what we view success with these guys vary. Because for maybe somebody like that's, different, they'll have maybe, okay, you need to find something. You need to rebuild this team within 2 years or 3 years. Me, I'm more of a 3 or 4 year guy. So for me, I don't think it's a problem that he did it this way. Not exactly, because he actually takes care of his body very well. I actually know his lifestyle. He's a very conscious person. He looks after himself. And at the end of the day, he knows how to make sure he can keep himself together. But we know injuries are going to happen, but I don't think I won't use that in my logic when it comes to whether he's going to be able to build his team the way he wants to. There hasn't been any indication that when Pete Carroll's got to a team, he can't build it. But if that's where we are now, that's where we are. But for me, no, I think he passed. And I think it was a tough year, but he's looking forward to a chance to build it next year.
Sometimes I think JJ is the greatest school counselor that never was. Moving on to New England.
I think Pete Carroll's going to quit at the end of the year. They won't fire him. I think he's going to quit. Maybe one more year.
So head coach Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel returns home to New England, and in his first year, he has turned the team around. 11-3 on top of the AFC East. What about probably 1.5 games up on Buffalo? Had a chance to close it last week, didn't get it done. They let it slip, but hey, still got 2 games remaining to close out the division. But I mean, JT, hell of a job by Mike Vrabel. Maybe you see something that we all don't. Is it fool's gold, or is he the real deal? Pass or fail?
Look at this guy with the dramatic pause. And the beard stroke.
I'm going to fail.
Ooh, I'm not surprised, and I'm not hating.
I'm going to fail to come up with a reason to not give him the pass.
Asshole every time.
He's done a great job. Drake May is balling. He's an MVP candidate. He's brought more discipline and structure to New England, like what we're used to seeing over the years. So easy pass.
All right, Dom, what you got, man? Pass or fail for Mike Vrabel? Are you waiting for the other shooter?
It's definitely a pass. I think most or all of us picked them to at least get a wild card. I don't think any of us saw him winning the division. Not only is he probably going to win the division, he's in play for the number 1 seed. I scratch my head a little bit just because they've had some opportunities. Like, they lost to Buffalo last week. They've had at least one other game where they've got another one coming up where it's like, if you want to be taken 100% for real as a legitimate contender, you got to win this game. It's crazy too, because like everything was there. Everything is still there for Josh Allen. Like, Baltimore might not make the playoffs. Cincy is not making the playoffs.
Chiefs are not making the playoffs.
Kansas City not making it. Like, it's all there for you, Josh Allen. But we're talking about Mike Vrabel. Yeah, it's definitely a pass. He's doing work out there. And to be fair, from the beginning, I said I always liked Drake May, and I still like Drake May, despite the fact that he is a quarterback from a basketball school.
But according to Nick Wrong, according to him, if Mike Vrabel goes all the way and brings a 7th chip to New England, it's an asterisk because King Mahomes wasn't in it. JJ, we know you're giving A's to everybody. Now just let us know what he can improve on or what. We know he gets a gold star.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I don't know about a gold star. I think JJ's getting every first time or first year head coach. They at least they passed, so they at least get a C minus, right?
Not necessarily a C minus or a C.
But just like not doing a great job, but like they all pass.
No, I think I'm not looking like that. I think it's more closer to what Jay's saying. They all are going to get a pass in their first year for me because of how I approach what you would do in your first year. Now, to his point, yes, he did a great job. I'll give him even extra credit because about a month ago, I did a little $5 bet for Trayvon Henderson to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. And
I'm so glad he's
the way
the
they
leading
run
carries
this guy, he is the leading candidate for the Offensive Rookie of the Year. And that was a guy that Mike Vrabel found. At the end of the day, Mike Vrabel has an idea of identity and what he wants to build his team. It's the same way he kind of dealt it with Tennessee. The only difference is he has a much better quarterback that he can develop around it. So, yeah, he gets a good pass on this one.
All right. And now let's move on to Kellen Moore of the New Orleans Saints. His previous post, he was the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Super Bowl being his final game with them. He's in New Orleans. Bottom of the division, 4-10. Bright spot, though, and that is that kid Tyler Shuff. He has been out there hustling. I'm not saying they're going to be Sean Payton and Drew Brees, but you're not in a very tough division, and if he plays this right, they could possibly win the division in the next couple of years. But hey, we'll pass it to JT. And I think, man, pass or fail for Kellen Moore.
Man, this is a tough one because it's kind of hard to judge him based off of the situation of the team.
Yeah.
However, if I had to lean one way, I would probably say fail. Just because I'm not really sure that he is head coach material. He doesn't really have the charismatic qualities of a head coach, so I don't really think he can really get these guys going. He's definitely a very smart guy with X's and O's and everything, but he's just lacking something in that department, and I don't think the way he does his offense it's good, but it's not super innovative like some of these other guys like Ben Johnson. So I don't think it's going to last longer than a couple of years with Kellen Moore in New Orleans. So I'm going to say fail.
All right. And so let's move on down to Dom. What do you think, man? You got a difference of opinion on Kellen Moore, or are you riding with what James said?
I give him a pass.
Whoa, okay. Go for it.
Despite the record, that team plays hard for him. They're kind of lacking on talent. Defense is pretty good. I think they're probably still paying Slant Boy something. Pretty sure they're still doling out chips to that man. Tyler Shuck has been somewhat impressive to me, and they play hard. They've got a couple good wins. They're in a lot of games. The cap situation is fucking horrible. Yeah, I give him a pass.
Okay. All right. And JJ, your thoughts on head coach Kellen Moore in New Orleans?
Yeah, I like what he's doing. I like that he has, he's managed that situation with the quarterbacks well. He's actually there fighting hard. I do think they do have a lot of more holes than the traditional team. So they are going to be a 4-10 team. But they are a team that, let's put it like this way, because I know this is how the world is when it comes to how they look at football. They have made people lose money because they have been in games against teams that people expect to blow them out. And that is a testament to how hard that they fight and how they play. They're competing. They're like, we know we're bad, but we got to still keep trying to see what we can get. And it's a lot of times this year they've been in games and everybody's like, I've seen a lot of angry people at the Saints. That's a testament because of him.
For real.
That Buffalo one was the biggest one I could see because everyone had a lot of money on Buffalo dominating them, and they didn't. and a lot of people lost out on that matchup.
Yeah, and it's like it's the NFL. Like, yeah, they're 4-10, but they've been in probably at least 10 of those games.
Yeah, actually have. All right. Well, all right. And so moving on to our next one, and that is head coach Brian Schottenheimer out in Dallas. 6-7 and
Fail.
you got one right there.
Listen, the Cowboys are always going to be the Cowboys, but at least with Mike McCarthy, at least they were still winning. At least they're winning like 3 straight years, 12 wins, and then losing the playoffs. These Cowboys are garbage. They're not even 500. They're 6-7 and 1. So they're garbage. So he gets a fail.
All right. And Dom, what about you? Pass or fail for Brian Schottenheimer?
I give him a pass.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
This dude.
You give him a pass without the P. Ass.
Underscore ASS. He's the son of a pseudo-legendary NFL head coach. He finally got a shot. I didn't think it was a good hire. I don't know that Brian Schottenheimer is necessarily head coach material, but it's Dallas. I'm assuming hard for me to give him a pass because clearly he's a yes man because Jerry Jones doesn't hire anyone other than yes men.
Because
but they're competitive. The offense is still really, really good despite the fact that their O-line is failing.
The answer to this question is because at least they were winning enough games in the regular season. They're not winning games in the regular season. They're losing to J.J. McCarthy at home. They're losing to Jacoby Brissett at home. At least with Mike McCarthy, you're actually winning games and get to the playoffs.
That's
so
bad.
Lost,
the O-line is
failed, but
the defense is not good.
Like,
you traded away your best pass rusher. Like the deck is kind of stacked against him. Just for the fact that they're around 500, like a lot of us picked Dallas to maybe finish in last place in the division. Like, obviously, no one knew what was going to happen with James Daniels, but all things being equal, if James Daniels is healthy all year, Dallas maybe finishes in last place.
Maybe.
I'll give him a pass. I'm on that JJ tip. Giving him a pass.
I'm about to
JJ?
Don't speak for everybody because I wasn't somebody that thought Dallas was going to finish last, and I do stand by the fact that I have them over everybody else here.
My bad.
Not even the Giants. You guys had said that. Don't group me in with you guys on what y'all thought about this team. I didn't think about that in this team, but I do give him a pass because at the end of the day, I don't think they're as bad as anybody thinks they are. I think they're just the easy shot because they're the Cowboys. Last time I checked, they still are a team that has beat teams that nobody thought they would. And at the end of the day, he has a good offense. He has a good quarterback, and he has weapons. That George Pickens, not the problem that he was before. The one time it was even considered a problem, it was Richard Sherman making a big deal of something that really wasn't anything. But for someone to straighten out a guy that was considered the problem, that's a testament to how much they might have viewed him and where he wants to do. Dallas is not a bad team, and I think they are a team in the next couple of years that I think Brian Schottenheimer is like, okay, we're going to build around this. They didn't have their full secondary for a lot of the season, and they did have some pass rush that actually has been getting to the quarterback. We've been talking about Quentin Williams coming over to the team. That's the input of Mr. Brian Schottenheimer. It's not as I think if it was any other team but the Cowboys, people would be looking at it differently. But I think because it is the Cowboys, there's such a strong disdain because the first thing you think about with Dallas is Jerry. No matter what someone that possibly actually could be showing, it doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, they making moves that are like, okay, I see what you're doing. And their offensive line has been nicked up, but still been able to play. I think I'll give them a pass. I'm looking forward to seeing what Dallas is going to look like in the years to come.
All right. And so we're getting down to it. We got 2 more to cover here. Head coach Liam Cohen in Jacksonville, currently 10-4, first place in the AFC South. Although Houston is looming at 9-5. but he's getting some very good play out of Trevor Lawrence this year. Also, last week, his performance against the Jets. I know it is the Jets, and we'll get to that coach here in a minute. But hey, first year, win 10 games. And James, what do you think about Liam Cohen, man?
He's getting a pass 100%. You saw the video of him when he first signed, and he said, "Duval," and everybody was making fun of him and laughing at him. But he has completely made the Jags a serious team. No one's really talking about them because they're the Jags, but they are playing some good football.
Yep. All right. Yeah, we do got to speed it up here, guys. Dom, real quick on Liam Cohen. Ask a favor.
Yeah, outside of mispronouncing Duval and that Cabela's fishing vest that he wears, he gets a pass. It looks
All
like
right,
I don't know if it's chiefly attributed to him, but all of a sudden Trevor Lawrence looks like that guy that we saw the second half of 2022.
Yeah.
So yeah, pass.
Pretty much. All right, and JJ, your thoughts on Liam Cohen?
Yeah, I'll give him a pass.
Okay, all right, and so last but not least, head coach Aaron Glenn for the New York Jets. 3-11, bottom of the. We don't know who's the starting quarterback, who's the franchise guy in New York. You know, is it really all his fault? Is it all him? Pass or fail? What you got, James?
I'm giving him a fail, and I will not be surprised if he is not the head coach week 1 next season. Because when you are an organization and you get a guy like this, and then you suddenly realize that he's not the guy, which is exactly what happened to another team in their division with the Patriots getting rid of Jerome Mayo and bringing in Mike Vrabel, who has completely turned the Patriots around. Aaron Glenn, he's just not that good of a coach. He's a older guy. He fits that, stereotypical experienced coach that people are looking for. But the league is just not going in this direction anymore. Most of these successful coaches that we've been talking about are younger, more innovative guys.
Older, he's like my age.
Aaron Glenn is not it. So he gets a fail.
All right, and Dom, on to you. Pass or fail? Aaron Glenn.
Unfortunately, because I like Aaron Glenn, even though I was not upset whatsoever to see him go, he gets a fail. I mean, it's not entirely his fault because to be, expected to succeed with Justin Fields as your quarterback that's dicey. But when you're a defensive head coach, his background is he's the defensive coordinator. And then your team is so bad that you trade away your best defensive player. Like, he's kind of hamstrung. But like James said, if he's the head coach of the Jets week 1 next year, I would be fucking shocked.
All right. And JJ, your thoughts on Aaron Glenn from the New York Jets?
Well, if he isn't their coach next year, it'll prove why he gets a pass, because the Jets are the Jets. I don't think anyone... There are so many examples of this team that have done things that people have clowned the owner for people saying that they go based off of Madden rating to draft players. Then they talk about Robert Saleh and how when he got to San Francisco, he talks about the environment over there. It seems like all of that doesn't matter when it talks about the coach here, but it matters to me. And so for me, knowing how he is as a person and knowing how a toxic environment around you, which... If you guys don't think they're toxic, then none of the things about the Jets or the Jets, all that stuff matters. But if you say all these things about this team, you're acknowledging how toxic they are. This is a team with an owner and a front office who play with the player's life. And we're expecting a guy to come in and just turning things around. Hey, if that's your expectations, I would like for you to hope you're a fan of, that's cool. For me, I don't have that expectations because I know what's hard. And I know anytime, even if you mean well and you want the right thing to correct, you could have the very same process that a successful coach has. But if your team environment is toxic, it's never going to be there. Bill Belichick wouldn't work in that team. Nick Sirianni wouldn't work on that team. None of our coaches would work on that team.
Bill Belichick had that job.
None of them would work on
and he was like, wait a minute.
Because at the end of the day, you have to have some type of positive culture. You have to have some type of fostering environment. James was just talking about how his team has some turmoil, all these things like that, but he praises Jalen Hurts because of how positive he is. Now it's reinforced. It's the same thing with Aaron Glenn and the same situation for me because he is always just preaching positivity. He knows but then when he does what people want, he said, bench Justin Fields. Okay, he did. Now it's like we're getting on him now because he doesn't know what his quarterback is. But yeah, you just said Justin Fields not great. It's like the Jets are bad. He passes for me. All in all. Sorry, he passes for me.
It's like you said, it's a culture thing. He's been set up to fail.
I don't think anybody would succeed in the way the Jets are.
Hey, are you giving him pass or fail, Jake?
You gave everyone a pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
High school guy
Aaron Glenn. I mean, it's kind of like
not JJ.
Real quick, it's a fail, but it's a handcuffed kind of fail. This may be the first legitimate time in history that someone would rather go and coach the Dallas Cowboys than the Knicks. And Jerry is terrible to deal with. So this is like a handcuffed kind of fail to me. But we're going to take a quick commercial break and come right back with the non-sports topic. Stay tuned.
It's like Robert Saleh was revered before he got here, and now he's not.
Let's do it. We're back on the Gauntlet, back with our last topic. And then we're going to get you all out to the first round of the college football playoffs. So, what video game series would you like to see resurrected or rebooted? But also, which video game series should have stopped at only one game? James, go ahead and kick us off.
Can't say Pokemon.
Well, Pokemon doesn't need a reboot. It's still going.
Right.
I would say man, I got a weird answer to this question.
Go ahead.
But what if they made what if they brought back Tetris? But modernized it.
I still like it.
Extra
theatrics,
like
kind of a weird answer, but I fuck with it.
Maybe 3D.
I still play Texas.
And I can't. It's hard for me to tell you which game I think should only have one. But what I can tell you is a lot of these video games need to stop. They just need to know when to stop. There's no reason that we need to have 20 Call of Duty Black Ops. There's no reason. Call of Duty is a big franchise. I get it. People love playing
just make
it.
expansion packs.
Jesus Christ, bro. There's a new Black Ops. It's like Madden at this point.
That's what I was going to say.
I love. It's kind of like Fast and Furious. They have all these Fast and Furious movies. It's the same shit. So, can we please not make any more Black Ops games after this one? Can we please be done? That's all I got.
I mean, honestly, any 2K game, Madden, they pretty much can just do update patches every single year, unless there's some crucial change. They can pretty much
Call of Duty needs a new idea.
Yeah, and no outer. But I'm swinging to you, man. What you got?
Bring back NBA Jam.
With the celebrity cheat codes too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I had that whole booklet for NBA Jam Tournament Edition. You get Will Smith, Fresh Prince, all the mascots, fucking Bill Clinton. Yeah, that shit was dope. Also bring back NBA Live because
what was the other? There was another NFL game back in the day too.
Blitz
Street
Game Day.
Yeah, you could definitely bring back Blitz as well. Also bring back NBA Live because I remember it was on Dreamcast. Because my buddy sucked at NBA Live, sucked balls at it. So he got Dreamcast and he got NBA 2K, and just based off that free throws with the fucking the two arrows that you had to move together with the triggers. It was like, even with a 90% free throw shooter, it was goddamn fucking impossible to make
so
free
funny
throws.
that everybody hates 2K and Madden nowadays.
Yeah. And then last but not least, JJ, what do you got, man?
I was going to put 2K. I mean, NBA Live is part of my other one of the two because I do love. That was my game, and I too was horrible one time. And I remember my dad, and my brother, and I used to play, and it would be if you were down by 21. As soon as that 21, you was out.
The swamp rule.
And that happened a little bit for me until one day my dad told me to do something. And then the first team I remember going off of NBA Live was Portland with Steve Smith. I dropped like 60 points with him, won the game, and then I loved NBA Live ever since. And then I also want to bring back Crash Bandicoot because for me growing up,
Ooh, that's a good one.
that was my game. It was so fun. Just remember going against the polar bear, going against the whale. You know, you have to have, and then you get that super fast little power boost, and you also have to try to get all the apples as you're driving through because you get like an extra prize at the beginning. Crash Bandicoot was so fun as a kid. I really would love to see that. And one I would like to stop. Honestly, I never cared for this game, and I think sometimes people kind of take it a little too serious from what I've read. Stop the Grand Theft Autos because people don't know how to keep it just a game. They kind of take it as it's something real life, and people need to be able to be, they treat it like as such. And to me, I'm like, we had enough. For me, I mean, we had enough.
I think they could. This was going to be a funny one.
In production for like 5 years now.
Something like that, yeah. Well, I'll go real quick. You know what? Reboot Crazy Taxi from the Dreamcast. Reboot that game, but make it like modern and make it like Crazy Uber, And you can have like all these ones like the occasional drunk girl that comes out of the club and she's doing all over your car, or the one guy that's assaultive, or like a drive-by shooting. Make it exciting, right? So yeah, definitely Crazy Taxi. We'll call it Crazy Uber. The Crazy Taxis were fun on the Dreamcast. Dreamcast is actually one of the best systems I've ever owned. So yeah, shout out to Sega on that one. All right, and with that being said, we are out of time. Thanks everybody for joining the. Oh, real quick. Coming up in about 5 minutes, and since it is football, real quick around the panel, we got Alabama visiting Oklahoma. JT, who you got? Bama or Oklahoma?
Muted.
Yeah, you're muted. Hey, you're muted. We said Alabama, though.
I said everybody was mad that Bama should not have got the playoff spot. I think they're going to win, and everybody's going to be more mad. They're going to win, and everybody's going to cry about it, and it's going to be great.
What about you, Dom? Roll Tide or Boomer Sooner?
Boomer Sooner. Alabama can't run the ball. They can't stop the run.
All right. JJ, who you got?
I'm going Boomer Sooner as well. I got 34-27 Boomer Sooner.
All right. I'm pulling for Alabama because I hate the Sooners. I'm a Horns fan. But I got the feeling that Oklahoma's going to pull it off because they just have Bama's number. I've got them in a close one. I'm going to say Oklahoma 24-20. But hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. And we will see you all next.
Good night, Norman, Oklahoma. Good night, Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Mr. P.